hot drops. A lot of that is the long game, and that's something that some of these teams do need to keep in mind is whether or not they want to waste their time.
All right, well, game number one, ladies and gentlemen, of Weekly Survival is about to begin. I'm very excited to introduce you to Porosaurus and Paperthin, who'll be taking us through today's games. Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and yes, welcome to week one, day one of the scariest week in all of PUBG esports. Weekly Survival, PGC 2021, presented by Alienware and Toomey. I am Porosaurus, and joining me on the cast today is my bestest best buddy in the whole wide world, Paperthin here.
Yeah, I'm doing good. This one definitely too spooky for me.
So spooky.
So spooky with this format, and this playing path a little bit brutal. You and I were just talking about this before the cast, Poro, that we've had a lot of southern heavy playing paths. This one sort of is, but not a lot of military circles. The circles have been avoiding that military island, but you do see teams like New Happy. You saw it with TSM earlier in the rank decision, dropping a little bit early on the military base, trying to kind of gamble, roll those dice, and see if they can get that 17-18% chance, whatever it is exactly, that the circle will go to military.
Yeah, and we were talking before, and you heard the desk talking about it, that there was going to be a possibility of even more hot dropping. Well, this is a continuation of one we saw last week, VP versus Donawa for the apartment complex. Now, they had to do a long drop for it, so we'll see if they all decide to do the all drop on that one southeastern rooftop and fight it out, or if they're going to spread it out again like they did last. It looks like Ghibli and BN up to the Razak going to be fighting over that as well.
Renba's trying to stay close. He's trying to make it hard. Yeah, he's trying to make it hard to run him over. Let's see. Donawa dominated this fight, and here they go again. Already a pistol, but Batula is going to get the punch onto Salute. Now members of VP are bailing, trying to get off that roof, not feeling comfortable about continuing that fight. There's, what a spray by Spyro. Right around the corner, takes Layclo down. Layclo at that pump, couldn't quite get it down in time. Rex trying to get to the roof. Salute's already been finished. See if he can win this one out around the corner with the up. Nope. It's going to be the mutant from Batulins that takes him down.
Sasha with the strong right hook, followed up by the mutant kill. Come on, Batulins, you're not supposed to get away with that here, as they are looking around, seeing if they can spot out Soul. They know exactly where that young man is, but Soul smartly no longer peeking here, but it's a shoddy and a dream at this point, Paper. It's just going to be a matter of time before VP decides that they want to push this. Now, the only thing that they cannot afford to do, they do not want to lose somebody on this one, and look at this. FaZe goes for the push. Diggory going to be the one to pick him up, and now Fuzzface and Fex find themselves all alone.
Yeah, Fuzz is trying to hold off Diggory's angle, but Diggory's got just enough of that wall blocking him. He's going to try to drop down. The Fex is ready for him. No way you're getting away with that. But he has, the last member of Ents comes around the corner. Well, excuse me, one of the last two members of Ents comes around the corner there. Not able to get the Fex. Fex trying to cross the street for the flush. Squeaky's watching it. Fuzzface with the headshot on the barrel. Shut Squeaky down.
What a turn from Fuzzface. Squeaky will drop there. Is Fex going to go for the res onto Gustav? Tixu might be, Tisku rather, Tixu. I always mess up his name, man. I put the Z in the wrong spot, but he's in the right spot right now as he's feeding that information over to the rest of his team, letting them know that they are going for the res. Rustin Mar running around with that shoddy in hand. He needs to be careful though, because Fuzzface is watching. Rustin Mar doing some big deeps onto Fuzzface.
Yeah, Rustinmar trying to see if he can catch somebody slipping out that window, but right now, nobody from FaZe is interested in trying to do anything about it. Really, he's just trying to cover the back angle. He's going to maybe get some damage onto 8C there. Couldn't quite see if he was able to land that shot. Pretty decent reaction from him, but now he's pinned and done. It's going to be Fuzz picking him off with that barrel, and FaZe is going to win this one in the end.
Well, not so easy for Ents this time around. These little hills are regressions in the plains. There's little holes that you can play if you can get there. It's generally kind of scary to get there early because you can get those people on the hill that'll just open fire on you. And now Buriram doing a bridge camp in TSM. Oh no, these were the two teams that were hanging out in South George the longest. Buriram tried to send it over first. They had TSM shooting in their backs. They get over to the weekly placement matches here as we see VP going to hop in the vehicles. They're going to be right behind FaZe. Spiro going to take a few shots. They don't know where the rest of FaZe is, though. Fex going to try to send something, but Spiro lands the big shots as he pulls up over the top. Perfectix will finish off Fex, and now FaZe in a bad spot.
Yeah, this is bad news for FaZe. Fex here had to hold that line a little bit better, but he gets caught in an awkward spot. Gustav under a ton of pressure himself. He's going to get knocked, but he is going to find Perfectix as well. Fuzzface going to find Spyro. Just Lou on his feet. Smokes have to come out, but 8Z has a pretty good read on where this res is going to happen. Grenade falls just short from 8Z. The follow-up here from Fuzz should finish. Spyro does not finish the other two, so res is going to happen to Perfectix.
Gustav bleeding out pretty quickly over there, though. They got to make a decision. Looks like Ace is going to go for the res, and while Fuzzface tries to hold down the other two, Lou does get the heal off, and the grenades are back on once again, and that might be bad, as Ace is going to have to keep the happy feet on, but Fuzzface comes over the top. He'll find Perfectix, but immediately gets traded back, and VP will win it.
Wow, that is tenacious stuff from VP. FaZe in a pretty good spot to defend that, but Spyro with that opening knock is huge. In the meanwhile, Mad Clan trying to push through Ghibli, and they're going to get it done. Lash and Deva doing some serious work. Lash does get knocked, but it looks like Mad may have enough time for these reses. 17 doesn't seem keen to poke out of their building. Rather unusual for 17, but I feel like with New Happy in the position they're in, they just can't quite get out of there. Now Gen G's going to give a go at it with some of their grenades. Lash dangerously low. He might just get flushed.
Gen G down to 2 here, as David going to try to get Lash up. The Molotovs are out. PO just going to send it. Yep, that'll be it. Mad Clan does get finished off. Gen G has a little bit of spot to work with as they wait for the circle to arrive. Worth noting that Buriram, it's just a perfect combination, man, as we see 17 trying to survive a little bit longer. BN going to run right through Oath, and Kickstart has his trigger ready to go. Simon, oh my God, he got yeeted. That is unfortunate for Kicky.
Oh, he did such a nice job there. Kickstart just absolutely battered BN, basically took him out of the round. Looks like Gen G might be giving a go at this themselves. 17 trying to work the fence line here, trying to keep TSM completely pinned out and seeing if they can keep themselves away from New Happy fire lines, but not. And it's actually Mexi who's going to get the knock onto Godmeow. TSM is going to go down, so first step accomplished here by 17, but now they have to push through New Happy Portal, and this is a really tough task. Gonna get the first knock here for Suju. They're just going in.
Rough sledding for TSM, but 17, they are finally in their element. They love to fight. They love these close quarters combat. They have found so much success with it. Shabe, though, the last one up, as the rest of New Happy going to try to push right through. HSM going to find out Shabe barely wins it. Buriram, you can see, has also been eliminated by Team Liquid, but it looks like New Happy, they're down to just 1, and, well, he might go down. Yep, Clib's going to find him. So Liquid, after that 2-2 split that we were looking at very early, looks like it's paid off some big dividends for them. They've got 3 up, and they're in the late game.
Yeah, they really did a nice job here defending their position, not letting, FaZe or anybody else get close enough to them to bop them out of this position, which means as the circle drifts north, as it's likely to do, they're able to keep their backs clear, and now they can push forward, and that's easy found money for Mexi there, just lined right up on top of Snakers. And Oath, as good as this round has been, they now have probably the most difficult position to work out of in this circle.
Yes, indeed. It was basically placing their bets, putting all their chips on the table that the circle would fall on them come late game, and unfortunately it has pulled away. We'll see if they can pull something out of nothing here, as Gen G has managed to put themselves right at the foot of MCG's little hill here, and it looks like Relo will actually stay alive here. Mexi, danger man with that mini, but can't land the shots, and Relo very, very low, but it looks like he's going to find his way into the circle.
This is an aggressive rotation here from Ibiza, trying to get the flank onto Oath and then kind of get crossfires onto the inevitable fight between Gen G and MCG, assuming they can clear out a Relo over on the side. So if it pays off, it's going to be huge for Team Liquid. I like these kind of maneuvers. These are winning maneuvers here. That grenade is just a bit short of Relo. He's on the far side of the smoke, so going to be A-okay onto that one. Meanwhile, PO level 3'd up, and that's a very, very dangerous PO. It's not a Groza, which is probably the best news for the rest of these teams. 2 AUGs in the hands of MCG, though, so they're just as well geared for this fight.
Well, you can see the percentages, percentage chances of winning, constantly updating there, and underneath each of these teams is Relo still hiding, still working around that smoke, but the smoke's about to dissipate. MCG got a few more grenades left to throw, but they're not finding anything either, as Relo will go down. Peel will go down at the exact same time, so multi-circle gaming coming over at the correct time. They're going to spot out one. Can they spot out the other? Summer going to flush him out. Ibby, the rest of the gang still have not lost anybody, but Balefrost now finding an angle.
Dude, Bale trying to do everything he can with that 4X on the Scar, seeing if he can keep Team Liquid pinned enough that he can force the fight between MCG and Team Liquid. But there's smokes right now in between the team from EU and the team from China. Bale is trying to heal himself up and see if he can survive just a little bit longer. A few boxes up there, maybe he could grab a little bit more utility for himself, but he's gonna have to ride the edge of the circle, try to wait this out. Not gonna be any longer, and Summer's gonna shut him down.
Yeah, I mean, it's his only play. His only play was to try to force these two to fight each other right off the bat. And unfortunately for MCG, they make short work of Bale and don't take a knock there, most importantly, because that would have been the dinner bell ringing for Team Liquid as they're still hiding out in the smoke. They're going to keep the smokes going, trying to work around the edges. Still grenades in hand, in pockets for MCG here. They're going to find some damage, but won't find the knocks just yet as the Molotovs are coming through as well. Can Team Liquid clutch out this victory? Evil Lee will spot out one. Summer will find another. And instantly, it's down to just Clem. He's hiding in a bush. It doesn't matter. MCG with the win.
Well, there you go. MCG takes one of the most powerful spots up in that Zarki area first, and it pays dividends for them. Very, very smart stuff here. MCG showing they know how to read the map, read the situations. They play it very well. Again, I'd say the only misstep they had was Tank got a little too far distended from the rest of the team, but that's okay. The rest of them were there to lock it down, got some amazing gear along the way. They were able to really solidify the entire northern part of the circle themselves. Makes it more likely to do things like get those crates, Poro.
Absolutely. Playing from north to south on that